It was a night to remember as dozens of system-impacted individuals re-entering society post-incarceration enjoyed dinner and a movie in downtown LA. The event was hosted by Beyond Us and Them and featured a screening of the new A24 film Sing Sing, which is based on a rehabilitative theater program at Sing Sing Correctional Facility in New York. In addition to the film experience, participants were introduced to the transformative work of Beyond Us and Them and the dynamic individuals who make up its staff, including former lifer Mitch Hiley.
Being an ex-drug addict, a lot of the stuff I went through, I just coped with drugs. I just numbed it. So to truly feel, I was like, okay, this is what that feels like. This is a normal emotion you're supposed to learn at 12 years old. I'm learning at 28, 29.
After participating in Beyond Us and Them's program while incarcerated at Ironwood Prison, Mitch received a grant of parole and has gone on to become program manager, responsible for coordinating all of the organization's in-prison programs throughout California.
Being formerly incarcerated and having the community inside, it was very important for me to kind of recreate that when I came home. And it was one of the coolest things for me showing up here and seeing a boy that I was locked up with. And he was community. Now I'm home, now I'm welcoming him into the community.
Building community through the practice of counsel and social connection is the cornerstone of Beyond Us and Them's methodology. The organization has launched transformative rehabilitation programs with incarcerated participants in 29 California prisons. These programs reinforce pro-social skills that build insight, self-regulation, and empathy. Beyond Us and Them also offers a customized reentry program and anchors the Los Angeles Reentry Collaborative, where service providers, their clients, and the entire reentry community participate in networking, workshops, and frequent opportunities to engage in counsel practice. Especially necessary for those in vulnerable populations like the reentry space, a sense of belonging and a community to call home can be the difference between falling into old negative patterns and recommitting crimes and creating a happy, balanced, and productive life.
I was incarcerated 15 years, and I dealt with that, with the gang identity, with the hard, tough identity, with the masculinity identity. But then I have to remind myself of how did I remove all of those identities in my life and focus on my true self.
You get insight as to what caused you to be able to do the crimes and things that you did, and then you get to understand that and change your ways of seeing things. What I found is that many people have had past experiences of hurt, and yet they're today doing everything that they need to do to be healed so that they can actually be an asset to others.
The screening of Sing Sing mobilized participants in our reentry program, as well as service providers from Beyond Us and Them's LA Reentry Collaborative and their clients. After the screening of the film, audience members were invited to participate in a facilitated counsel session right in the front of the theater.
I just want to invite some reflections on that amazing film that we just got to witness. If there was a story, if there was a thought you had that you wanted to share, we're going to make a little space for that first.
What followed was an abundance of heartfelt, vulnerable, healing, and inspiring stories, coupled with deep, respectful, and non-judgmental listening, the hallmarks of counsel practice.
I just got out probably about almost a month ago. So after 19 years. So when he wrote that window down and like breathed in that air, it like brought me back to that moment, September 5th, when I got out and, was on that road on the way home.
Coming home, we felt like we did so much work on ourselves that we were healed. And the longer I've been home, the more I realized how much further healing we still need. I still need.
And like I said, if I didn't tell you I was formerly incarcerated, you would never know it. I also want you to know my story, because my story is going to help the next person. It's going to help bring more resources, more success stories.
Having programs like this where we can get together, collaborate, celebrate, right? It's amazing. And so I'm just grateful for the community and all the hard work that has to go into creating these spaces. The name Beyond Us and Them, you can even feel for the person who is inflicting, right? One person who inflicted in the cell terror. What's happening with them too, right? This Beyond Us and Them. We're all in this together. We all want healing. We all want space our families to grow.
Beyond Us and Them creates programs that promote mutual respect, well-being, and care, and that dismantle systems of oppression, exclusion, and racism. Our work in the world resources individuals and organizations in self-awareness, self-regulation, effective communication, and embodied compassion. Find out more at beyondusandthem.org.